Yeah, the comparison of types of research. So descriptive versus analytical. Now, what is this descriptive research? This includes surveys and fact findings, inquiries of different kinds. So basically what it involves is surveys and fact finding. Now any kind of a survey, see it can be simple population growth, that kind of a survey, or even how many COVID patients were there in a particular area and how many of them recovered, what happened, what was the status of that. So this kind of a survey, or what example I gave, the vegetables. This time the vegetables, good quality vegetables are available at a like lesser price. Now, why is that? So this kind of a survey, what you carry out to find out the facts. What exactly is the reason behind this kind of a change? So for that, whatever research you carry out is descriptive type. Or there is one more type. See here the examples are given. In social science and business research, we quite often use the term ex post facto research for descriptive research studies. The main characteristic of this method is that the researcher has no control over the variables. He can only report what has happened or what is happening. This is what I gave the example. The quality of the fruits or the quality of the vegetables this time available in Belgaum is good, I said. So I don't have any control whether it goes bad or good. Only thing I'm trying to find out why it is happening so. I can only report what has happened, why it is so. But I don't have any control on stopping the export or stopping or getting the improved quality vegetables here. I'm simply whatever the data is available on the basis of the data, on the basis of the facts, or on the basis of my exposure, I am trying to collect the data and analyze it and giving you the facts. So this kind of a thing where fact finding or surveys are involved, basically surveying or the population growth. I just report, okay, there is a growth of this percentage. I don't have any control on how to stop the growth or how to increase the growth. I'm just surveying and finding the facts or even the simple temperatures. I'm trying to correlate, okay, to this year the temperature or today's temperature is like this. Last month at this time the temperature was so much. I don't have any control over whether it is increasing or decreasing or how to control it. No, I don't have any control. I'm just finding out the facts. So this kind of a research is descriptive. So the methods of research utilized in descriptive research are survey methods of all kinds. I mean, this survey method also, there are different varieties. We have discussed in the exit poll prediction of the election results, where a section is caught and then you start asking questions like whom did you vote, why did you vote, like that. Again, the similar kind of questions are asked in some other area. So that is again another one type of survey where direct input you are taking from the site. This is one way. Second thing is like you you go to 100 people or the vegetable vendors and tell that, okay, how much is your input today and how much you have sold. So from this kind of a thing, that is another way of survey where you are catching a group who are involved in similar kind of a buying, selling activity. So that is another kind of survey. Or I go to a college or a school and try to find out how the students learn there. By which method, whether they adopt online or offline, even during non-COVID days also, whether they are using online methods. Why are they using smart boards or something? So what is the advantage of using those smart boards? That is different kind of a survey. So like this, you have good number of surveys different methods of surveys. All these survey methods now we'll discuss in the next chapter. So you have good number of survey methods, and depending upon your requirement, what type of the work you are carrying out, what type of research you are carrying out, your survey method is dependent. Now the next part is including comparative and correlation methods. Now correlation is like you are comparing with the previous results in the survey, or you have already carried out survey last year. Now again you are carrying out survey during the same period this year. Now trying to compare the results of both the surveys. So it may involve comparison, it may involve correlation, or it may involve even cross correlation also. To relate, okay, this time the temperature at during this time is so much, so the rains may be next time like this. People predict, no, like on the basis of the temperature levels, how the rains are going to be, how the winters are going to be, how much cold it is going to be. So that kind of a cross correlation also is possible. So basically the descriptive surveys are, or the descriptive researches are trying to find out the facts using some survey techniques. And in the survey techniques may be different types. So basically we are trying to find out the facts, and they may be either comparative type in nature, or they may be correlative type or cross correlation type of techniques also we may adopt in the process. The next one is the analytical type. Now what is this analytical type of research? So here for the analytical type, we have already the information available. Now that information we are taking. I am not going to go and collect the information. So the primary data I am not collecting. In the descriptive, primary data is going to be collected and it may be compared with the previous data, and then the analysis is carried out. But in the analytical research, the primary data is not collected. Only on the secondary data, which is already available, that you are going to take and analyze for the current situation. Current situation means like 5 years back you had carried out the research using the same data, but that time the parameters for which you were doing the research were different. Now the parameters for this situation, they are different. So you are carrying out the research maybe by taking the same data which was available 5 years back. So already available data you are taking and analyzing to make critical evaluation for a specific parameter. Critical evaluation for a specific parameter. So this is the analytical research, which involves lot of analysis of the data available. Now the next one is applied versus fundamental. So applied one basically aims at finding immediate solution to the problem. Like I gave the example of corona vaccination. So immediate solution is required here. So that is applied. So you are trying to apply so many. I discussed also even some home remedies are available. You take this so you will not get corona. So like that, people have immediate applications for that. So a society or any industry or business organization is facing a problem, and applied research gives the immediate solution. Say in a foundry, there is a specific issue happening. So for that issue, they have approached, say, some engineering college or something, and you are giving an immediate solution. Next year, their problem may be something different. So they opt for different solution. So like that, applied research is basically for working for immediate solution. Now, what is the fundamental research? So this we discussed in the earlier also, pure research, where you are trying to find a solution for a long-term problem. Say I gave the example of diode Shockley's equation. Now Shocklay's equation, you know it very well. This is what is the equation. Now if I change the voltage levels or the bias voltage, what will happen? Again you try and give a modified equation to it. So this is a pure kind of a research. So on the basis of this pure research, there may be some applications. So this is called as fundamental research. So on the basis of fundamental research, you can have n number of applications by varying different parameters of your fundamental research. So that is what is fundamental research. The third point is quantitative and qualitative. So quantitative research is basically quantifies the things. Exact number. I gave the example of placement. So exact number is available or you quantify whatever you have carried out research. Qualitative research on the other hand is concerned with qualitative phenomenon or phenomena relating to or involving quality of the work, quality or kind of work. The next point is conceptual versus empirical. Conceptual, as the name only says, you are concentrating on the concept part, on the abstract idea part. So the basic concept, say simple area of a square is A into A. By changing A, okay, I can change the area. So this is a concept. Now if I want to put it in, say some tile in a room or for a particular hall, I apply this concept and then use it. So concept is basically the area of this. So conceptual thing is basically working on the concepts or the abstract ideas the research carried out for finding out what is this abstract idea and where it can be employed later. So basic idea when you are working, that is a conceptual research. Empirical research is when you carry it on a population or a mass. So the exit poll prediction I said, no? That. So it is data based. So I am collecting some data, then arriving at a generalized solution, not a specific solution. Generalized. I cannot have any equation like that. Like, okay, here this is applicable here. So in the other country also the same equation holds good. No, nothing like that. But y is equal to mx plus c holds good everywhere. But this empirical type of research, maybe it is applicable to that particular area. May not be applicable to the entire mass. So it is on a group of population. Whatever observations you have, you generalize that thing. That is your empirical research. Other types of research, we'll deal with them in the next class.